Hello racing fans, and a warm welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best. Bet with WSB, a leader in the fixed odds betting market and #1 in the anti-post betting market. Well, this weekend it's a busy weekend. It's a doubleheader on Saturday. It's Kenilworth and Turffontein, and then we move over to Greyville on Sunday. Well, the main race meeting is at Turffontein, no doubt about that. A whole host of feature races, which includes the Group 2, now sponsored by Allied Steel Rod, and it's the On a Mission Mile, which promises to be a fantastic race along all the other feature races on the day. We got our 4 horses to follow this weekend, and the 2 trebles will be up on the World Sports Betting menu, and it will be boosted odds, the best prices in town. So away we go with the 4 horses, and we'll begin early at Turffontein. We'll race #1, and this will be Winter Pearl for Mike de Kock and Gavin Larina. Debuted back on the 22nd of May, this horse, at Turffontein over 1,000 meters, and it was quietly fancied in the betting as well, and showed good early pace and speed throughout, and just found one better on the day, beaten by a horse called Bard of Avon. And Bard of Avon is trained by Ashley Fortune, and he's gone on to run some pretty decent races. Bard of Avon winning, should I say, running second in the Group 1 gold medallion, that was at Scottsville. Then went on to win, that was on Vodacom Durban July Day, winning the Bloodstock South Africa Sales Cup. And then back at Turffontein in the Bloodstock South Africa Sales Cup up in Gauteng, ran second to William Robertson. So that forms line looking good, it's looking bright. And this individual, well, I don't know the reason for the layoff. He's been off for 5.5 months. But the way the stable's flying, they will definitely be on top of things when it comes to his fitness and his well-being. And if he's not 100% ready for this race, close to 80–90% ready on what he showed on debut, I think he'll be a hard horse to beat in this field. Horse number 11, Winter Pearl. Then we move along to race number 6, and we're sticking at Turffontein. And this is going to be in the Graham Beck Stakes, a Group 3. It's for 3-year-olds. The distance is 1,400 meters. And here I'm going with the filly. She has just gone from strength to strength, and she's maturing into a top-class racehorse. Her name is Desert Miracle. She does take on some of the best 3-year-old colts and geldings up in Gauteng, but her profile suggests that there's bigger and better things to come from this filly, just the way she's been coming along. Her first 2 runs, she was beaten over the sprint tip of 11.60, and in one of those races where she ran second, in fact she ran second in both those races, but one of them was in the South African fillies nursery. But since then her form is faultless. She's just gone on to thrash the opposition in her next 3 starts. She reeled off the hat-trick in fine style last time out, and of course she is the winner of the Group 2 Golden Slipper on Vodacom Durban July Day, where she was in a race of her own, winning by 8 lengths. And her last start, when she reeled off the hat-trick, well, she won by 9 lengths, and that was a seasonal debut, just showing her well-being and carrying that 2-year-old form into a 3-year-old career. Well, she takes on a proper field here. There are some horses that represent some quality form and quality form lines, but she is a special filly, and I'm expecting a special performance from Desert Miracle on Saturday. She'll be hard to beat. Then we move along to race number 9. We're staying with Turffontein. Well, Turffontein is where the action will be. I know we're racing alongside Kenilworth, but there should be bumper pools at Turffontein with all those feature races. And closing off the pick 6 on the day in race number 9 is the listed Java Stakes. It's over 2,400 meters. And we're going with the horse that's been napped on the show before. His name is Shangani. And when he was napped on the show before, the comment that I made that day was he'll go to the divisions and he should contest some feature races during the season. Well, here he is in the Java Stakes. And on what he's shown to date, he's climbing nicely up the ratings. And at this stage, well, I still feel that there's more to achieve than his current rating of 92. He's a 3-time winner from his 4-start, Shangani. And on his pedigree, when I mentioned him last time out, Shangani, I said that the distance, the 2600, would be no problem because the dam Gorongosa, she won 9 races. She stayed 3,200 meters. He's related to the very talented stayer, Shatango. So it was no surprise the way he won last time out, over 2,600 meters. And I think there's more to come from this horse. This will be a real test for him. There's some tried and tested, useful stayers in the race that have campaigned at the highest level in the staying races. But I think this will be a true test for him. And I'm expecting him to deliver, just raise his game to the next level. He carries 52 kgs on his back, Shangani. And it looks like the right type of race for him. This Java Stakes, a listed race over 2,400 meters, and it's Paul Peter teaming up with Warren Kennedy. And if he arrives, well, it could be a nice closing of horse to round up these trebles, because Running Rifles at Greyville on Sunday is the horse that I've included in both trebles. It's Justin Snate teaming up with Anton Marcus. Now, Running Rifles, he's had 2 runs in the province, and when you look at both those runs, he was second at Scottsville, and that day he was beaten by a horse that was strongly fancied and napped on the show called Sikulu, and it was a good run. He got pretty close to the winner. And then last time out, he looked to have an outstanding chance of winning, but he found one better on the day, a horse called Let's Twist Again from the Duncan House stable. Now, if you can recall, last week we tipped a horse as a good thing that arrived called Bugsy Malone, winning by 3.5 lengths. And Bugsy Malone comes from that form line behind Let's Twist Again. So that definitely enhances the chances of Running Rifles. And then you go to some of his form lines down in Cape Town, it makes for very good reading. On debut, he was beaten by a horse called Trip of Fortune. Now, Trip of Fortune has since won 3 in a row, including the Cape Classic Group 3 last weekend for Candace Bass Robinson. And then his penultimate start up in down in Cape Town, you know, Van Hunks, Universal, Hurley, Burley have all come out to win. So his form lines are really strong. He's now had the 2 runs in KZN. He looks ready to put his best foot forward. If there is a concern, it could be the draw, but we'll leave that to jockey Anton Marcus. So Running Rifles could hopefully close off both these trebles on Sunday at Greyville. So both those trebles up on the World Sports Betting menu. It's going to be Winter Pearl at Turffontein into Desert Miracle at Turffontein, and closing that up will be Running Rifles at Greyville. And then treble number 2, we've gone with Desert Miracle at Turffontein into Shangani at Turffontein, and then closing that off again will be Running Rifles at Greyville. Those are the 2 trebles. Will be up on the World Sports Betting menu. And I mentioned there'll be bumper pools on Saturday. Well, 2 of the horses that we've given to follow come up in the pick 6. That's Desert Miracle and Shangane, and I think you can use both as bankers in what should be a very sizable pick 6 on the day. Yeah, thanks for watching as always, and on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more importantly and more especially, thanks to you, the valued customer. Have an awesome weekend. Find all the winners, and until we meet again from the team at Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting, you take care. Salani Gaashle.